The NFL draft is in Philadelphia, and in Philadelphia, it is after midnight right now, so it is draft day.
Yeah, it is.
In Philadelphia. We've already talked about the top receivers that are in the NFL draft. Now it's time to talk about the top defensive backs in this NFL draft. I want your top five. Mr. Bryant McFadden, who you got?
Defensive backs, this is a very, very talented class overall.
Very deep.
Very deep. But with my fifth selection here on my top five list, I have Malik Hooker.
Okay.
Talented safety from the Ohio State University.
Mm-hmm.
A ball-hawking safety. He's the ultimate traffic cop when you look at the safeties that will be available in this upcoming draft. But the issue I have with Malik, the experience factor.
Only 1 full year.
1 year starter.
Mm-hmm.
He had some injury issues, was not able to participate in the combine or his pro day based on a hip issue. So I'm not quite sold on Malik being healthy or being that type of player that we saw a year ago, not seeing him perform since the injury. So I have Malik number 5 on my list.
Fair enough.
Number 4, this is a kid that played in a very, very talented secondary a year ago. I think Washington had the second best secondary behind Ohio State, Kevin King. You had 2 top-tier corners there in that secondary, Kevin King, Sidney Jones. Of course, we know about the Achilles with him. But I think Kevin King will be a first-rounder, a very, very long, lengthy corner, very athletic, a ball-hawking corner also. I like his skill set. I think the best is yet to come with Kevin King. I think he will be a first-round selection also.
2 guys that were in the college football playoff. Okay, number 3.
Number 3, you look at Kevin King, you look at Malik Hooker. My third top guy is another corner from Alabama. Marlon Humphrey, he's a talented player. I mean, he has a lot of experience. The thing I love about Marlon Humphrey, his ability to tackle. Mm-hmm. Tackling on the next level is imperative, especially when you're going against guys like Marshawn Lynch, Adrian Peterson, Le'Veon Bell. Yes. So many offensive coordinators, they love to incorporate wide receivers in a crack replace standpoint where the corner has to replace the safety and come up to make tackles. You don't have to worry about that issue there with Marlon Humphrey. He's a very, very fast guy. And the thing about Marlon, I also love, he's used to playing big-time football there at Alabama.
Yes, agree with you. And I talked about 2 guys playing in the college football playoff. That would make it 3. How about number 2?
Well, number 2, he also played in the CFB playoffs. Marshawn Lattimore. I think Marshawn is extremely talented. When I look at Marshawn, look at his ability to make big-time plays, he reminds me a lot of Vontae Davis, Pro Bowler from the Indianapolis Colts. I think Marshawn has a very, very high ceiling. The issue I have with Marshawn is the hamstring issues. Going back to his early
repeated hamstring issues as
early stages there at Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
He injured his hamstring. He missed some time. Of course, he re-injured his hamstring running that fast 40. So that could be an issue. But I think when he's healthy, he's going to be a top-flight player for a team that will be hopeful enough to draft Marshawn tomorrow.
But he could be a guy that maybe misses some games if he has hamstring issues.
You never know. I dealt with hamstring issues when I played, and I know you can't get over them. They will always follow you.
Unfortunate. All right, number 1. Number 1 defensive back.
Number 1 defensive back. I said he is the number 1 player also in this draft, Jamal Adams. Once again, there's not too much more I need to say about Jamal Adams. Just turn on the tape. If you haven't seen Jamal Adams play football, please go watch the most recent bowl game, his last game of his collegiate career. I don't know if it was the Citrus Bowl, but it was in Orlando. I think it was against Louisville, against the Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson. This guy, they neutralized Lamar Jackson, and we know what type of electrifying player he was a year ago. When he played against Jamal Adams and the LSU defense, number 33 was around, and he was making so many plays, impactful plays. He's a talented guy. Can't wait to see where he goes.
And you think he's either going to go to the Niners or the Bears?
Either number 2 or number 3.
Number 3, we will have to wait and see.